Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to continue our next session on operators, ternary operator and type of operator. Ternary operator is something like a condition. Okay. Type of operator basically lets you know which type of variable you are using. Basically it will just reveal the data type of the variable. Okay. So let's see how these two operators work. We'll continue from the same example that we were seeing previously. Okay, this is our first program.html where it has no code, nothing. It's a plain simple body tag where we have imported the script tag. We'll start with our ternary operator. Ternary operator basically has two things in it. The first part is question mark and the second part is colon. So we write usually the ternary operator hand in hand, like first and the second, but these are two different things. How? We are going to see over here. Let's start with declaring two variables, a equal to 10 as usual, our simple examples, b equal to 20. Okay, in our previous videos we saw some of our conditions like is a greater than b, is b greater than a if both are equal. So these were some conditions that we saw in our logical operators, right? The same thing we can write using a ternary operator. So how? So let's say if a is greater than b, it is read as if a is greater than let's b. Take another variable to make it more simple. Okay, I'm not going to add anything. I'll just put the result, whatever we want the result, in C. So here what we are going to see is if a is greater than b, just return a is greater or b is greater, semicolon, and let's print this console.log C. Okay. Now let's see what this program is trying to tell us. Here what we are doing is we are saying C equal to, so basically we are using the assignment operator. So whatever this whole thing will return, you're just gonna have it into the C, right? So now what we are trying to say, we are just adding the first part. Okay, this whole program is divided in three parts. So this sentence is divided in three parts. The first part will come before question mark. That would be your condition, what conditions you are trying to add. Okay, if you want to see how this true and false, the whole tabular works, you can see our previous videos for logical operators. There I have explained it properly how this whole conditions and true and false, the whole table structure works. So the same thing we are going to apply over here. If a is greater than b, so it will just return some boolean value. That would be either it would be a true or either it would be a false. Okay, so if it is true, the first part of this sentence would be revealed. Okay, so let's say this is the first part, after question is the second part, and after colon is the third part. So we divided this sentence into three parts. So the first part is a condition. Okay, the second part, the middle part, would be if your condition is true, if the condition reveals as true, the center part would be revealed. Okay, the center part would be your answer. Else, if your condition is false, then it will just ignore the center part. Okay, and it will directly jump to the third part of this sentence. So let's see what our answer would be. As a is greater than b, so let's check our program. A is equal to 10, b is equal to 20. Now what I'm trying to say is a is greater than b. Is 10 is greater than 20? No, that's not our answer, right? So it will basically, what it will say, it will just return false. It is not correct, so it will return false. As a result, it will just skip this sentence and it is going to put this sentence back into our C. So basically your whole sentence, this would be the answer, C equal to, so in short the output would be something like this, C equal to B is greater. Okay, so that would be the exact explanation of your program. So when we try to print this, let me quickly save this and refresh it. See, the answer to this program is B is greater. Do you see how this ternary operator works? It's quite easy to write all the conditions in one single line. We are still gonna see the same thing in when we are talking about like conditional statements, but that's the later part of our videos. But for now, ternary operator works in this way. Let's increase the value of a. Let's say I make it as like 100. So by default now 100 is anyways greater than 20. So again, if I try to run this program, a is greater than b. Yes, now my answer is true. So it will just ignore the last part of my program, the last part of this sentence, and it will print a is greater, all the value between your question and the colon into the c, variable c. And when we try to run this program, let me quickly refresh it, the answer would be a is greater. This is how your ternary operator works. This is very easy to see. Okay, this is all about our ternary operator. Okay, so now let's jump on our last but not the least operator, that is type of operator. So as I said previously, type of operator basically reveals the data type of the variable that you are using. If anytime you want to know throughout your program that what data type you are using, anyways, by looking at the variable itself, you know what data type you are using. But in some cases, you get these values dynamically from some APIs or from some backend, okay, from somewhere else, let's say. Then you don't know what type of data you're gonna get, okay, what type of data type basically you're gonna store into that variable. So in case you want to know what is the data type that this variable is holding, so in that particular scenario, you use type of operator. So let's see the program how to just check the data type of a variable. So let me quickly just create a variable where a equal to 10. It's quite easy. Now I have only one variable a, which is having the value 10. So do you know what the data type of this a is? If you don't know what are data types, you can also view another video which I have purely made on data types. You can just click on the link and follow that video to know about data types. You know that the type of your variable a is number because you're storing a number, but your program does not know that. So if you want to check what type of value you're storing in a, what you can do is simply write type of and the value of that variable. So I just write the name of the variable. Console.log, what I'm trying to do is type of a. So quickly I'll just do something that I'll say a equal to. So a is of type and it will just give me the answer. Let me refresh this. A is of type number. So this is the hard-coded string that we wrote, and this is basically the type of operator is returning you the data type of this. Okay, so this is so easily you can say, easily you can check what type of data you are storing into your variables. Let's see some other examples. Okay, what I'll do, I'll say where b equal to, I'll store the same value but in inverted commas, so double inverted commas. Now if I want to see what my b is storing, okay, what do you think the data type of this variable would be? As I have explained before in all of my previous videos, whenever you see something which is coming into inverted commas, that means it's purely string. So if I save it, if I run it, b is of type string. Irrespective if it has a single inverted comma, double inverted comma, a tilt mark or triple inverted commas, irrespective of what kind of inverted commas do you use, it will always be considered as string. Tilt operator, basically the tilt symbol that you use, that we usually use with the latest JavaScript, but the older version of JavaScript will not support them. But for now, let's stay with double inverted and triple inverted commas. Okay, if you give anything into double or single inverted commas, so basically this is a double inverted comma, but if I want to do it in single inverted commas, I can simply do it like this. So the value does not have to be a number. I can quickly say like Wasim, and still that would be like a string. Okay, anything that comes into inverted commas is string. Now let's jump on to our next example. Okay, next variable basically. Let's see what this will return. Okay, c equal to, I say true. Okay, c equal to true. If I just want to print this, okay, type of C, what do you think the data type of this variable would be? Whenever there is true or false, it will always return boolean for you. Okay, the output of this example C is boolean. Boolean has only two values, true and false. We have previously seen this. Now let's go to our next D. D equal to null. So what D is having now? Okay, we need to check what D would be. D is null. Let's see what D would return. D, okay. What do you think the D would be? Is it a type of null? No. The answer for this would be object. Null, and there are multiple everything. Basically, see, JavaScript is purely object based programming language. We have seen this in our first video. JavaScript is not object oriented programming language. It is object based. Everything in JavaScript, basically, even if you see the number, the string, the boolean, everything is still an object. Okay, all the variables that you declare, everything is object. So even your null would be an object. Null is not treated as data type. We say that it is a data type, but it is treated as an object. Now let's see what this would do. Okay, I'll do nothing. I'll just add a blank inverted commas. What do you think it would be? Let me print this E. E is of type E. Okay, let's check what is type of E. Okay, what do you think the type of it be? Again, still it is in inverted commas, so the type of E would be string. Irrespective if it does not have any value, still it is a string. Okay, let's not declare any variable, and I'll try to print F. I don't have anything in F. Okay, I have not declared it. So whenever we have not declared a variable and we are trying to use it, what is it? What type of variable is it? It's undefined. If you see here, F is of type undefined because you have not defined it, you have not declared it. Still it would be type of undefined. So see how easily we can quickly get any type of, basically any data type of variable that you have declared. Okay, it's quite easy in your programming to do this. You just have to write type of operator and the variable name. It will automatically reveal the data type of it. So this whole thing is basically based on operators. There are a few more operators also we have, but we seldomly use it. We usually not use it on a regular basis. So those operators are bitwise operators, unary operators, and relational operators. So these are operators that we have, but we usually don't use it on a regular basis. Okay, so just taking a small example on this. Okay, I'll not go in depth, but I'll just explain to you what these operators are. Bitwise operators are basically this: only single ampersand, single pipe, the cap sign, tilt sign, double greater than equal to, double less than equal to, triple greater than equal to. So these are basically these operators, the bitwise operator. The name itself says that it works on bits. So taking a simple example like 0, if you convert it to bits, so that would be 0, 0, 0. If you convert 1 into bit, that would be 0, 0, 1. Right? If you convert 2 into bit, that would be 0, 1, 0. So this is how your whole bitwise operator works. So bitwise operator usually works on the bits of your values. So you can just perform any kind of operation on this and your bitwise will work. Next we have our unary operators. So typeof is also a unary operator, but I have included it in frequently used because we usually use it on a regular basis. Delete and void. Okay, we do have void. Void means basically it is similar to you are returning nothing. Okay, we use void when you don't have to get anything, so it's empty. Delete also have multiple functionalities. Okay, delete basically you use it to delete some key. Then we have relational operators. We are gonna see this. Definitely we are gonna see this, what relational operators are. We'll just keep it for later and I'll explain to you everything in depth, because in instance of is usually used in like functions and loops. So let's park it for now and we'll come back to it in the later videos. I think that's it for today. We saw the complete operators, everything, whatever we have in operators, we have seen everything. I hope you like this video. If you like, please do subscribe, click on the bell icon and do comment all your reviews in the comment box below. I hope you like this video and I'm expecting your reviews. Thank you very much. See you soon.